Very good morning, all of you. Welcome back to third unit, Geographic Information System. For fourth year, first semester, BTech Civil Engineering students, presented by Dr. P. Balakrishna. Today we are going to discuss about Introduction to Geographic Information System. This is the first topic of third unit, Introduction to Geographic Information System. What is a geographic information system? Here, three components: geographic information system. First one, it is composed of three components. What is geography? Geo means earth, graphy means field of survey. Geography, it is a study of features of the earth and its atmosphere, or it is a study of people with environment. It's related between relation between people and environment, the study of relation between people and environment also. This is called geography. Next, information. General information is nothing but a knowledge obtained from the investigation. So you obtain knowledge from somewhere. Somewhere means, is it any forest area or agriculture area or somewhere. For example, if any unknown area, if you want to get the data, what should you do? You can go to there for field survey. You will get the data for field, or if that area is remote area, then you can collect the data from satellite. So here found field data, satellite data. So that is raw fact. From investigation you will get some data. So from that data, from that raw data, we could not get any information. That's why we want to do processing. So after processing of the data, output we will get the information. So what is the difference between data and information? So data means whenever you collect the data from satellite, so it is not properly organized. Why? Because from the data we could not get any information. Just the data you can store the computer, then after the processing the data converted to information. So data is a raw material. After processing you will get the information. From the information only you can use that information only useful for humans. But directly you could not access any information from the data. After processing only the data converted to information. Okay? That is the information difference between information and data. Data is a raw material. Just you take the raw material, you put it inside the computer. After storing and processing, then output you will get the information. From that information only you will get any results. You can easily analyze anything from the information only. So that is information. Third one, systems. Systems is nothing but a technology. Means it is a set of things working together as a part of a mechanism. It is one type of mechanism. So it is interconnecting network. That is system. So here three types of components. One is geography, information and system. Geo means earth, graphy means field of survey. Geography is the real world. What is going on the earth surface? What are the features on the earth surface? Forest area, agriculture area, settlements area, built up area, ocean, water bodies, anything. that is the geography. We should monitoring the earth surface features, a study of the physical properties of the earth surface materials or atmosphere or relation between the people and environment. That is geography. We want to study relation between people and environment. Information. Whenever you collect the data from that satellite or field survey, then the data stored in the computer, then processing. After processing, we will get the output as a information. That information we required. That is the difference between data and information. System. System is a set of things working together for a particular mechanism. So that is technology. This is geographic information system. Generally, the acronym GIS stands for Geographic Information System or Science, where, for example, G stands for any geographical features with reference to particular location. G stands for geographical features. Geographical features with reference to particular location. Geographical features. Geographical features means just you can see this is the some village, agriculture area. Here some water body. So this is water body, the geographical feature. Agriculture is a geographical features. Plantation is a geographical feature. Settlements also geographical features. So where location side by side. So that location, geographical features, G stand for geographical feature, which the where the water body located beside the village, where the agriculture located, that location, it gives the location. Second one, I stands for information about the geographical features stored in a tabular form. So I means information. Information, how you get the information? In tabular form. For example, if you see this is the village, how many trees are there, how many settlements also there, so how much area covered the agriculture area, how much area is covered the water body. So like that, that width, length, how many houses are presented here, how much land is agriculture land, how much land is barren land, like that, that information you will get in tabular form. This is the tabular form. First, geographical feature. Geographical feature is nothing but a earth surface features, water body, agriculture, settlements and barren land, like that. That location, it will shows the latitude and longitude. As a latitude, longitude, it shows the geographical feature. That geographical feature, from that geographical feature, we will get the tabular form information. Tabular form means how much area covered the agriculture, how much settlements are covered this area, how many settlements are covered in this area, how many plants in direction which parallel or rectangular. So like that we will get some information, shape, size, what is the shape of the houses, what is the size of what is the length of the roads. So this length road tabular forms, this is the attributes, it is called attributes, tabular form. Next, S stands for system, which consists of software, hardware, geographical reference data. So here system is nothing but a set of things. System is nothing but a set of things. Set of things, it is working together, a part of mechanism. So set of things means this is a software and hardware, both are on system. So working for system, software and hardware both are working for in this for GS. So that's why three parameters also most important. G in indicates the geographical feature, which area. So and I stands for the information tabular form, and S stands for the system. This data you put it inside the software and hardware. Based on the system only, we generate the data into output as a information. This is for geographical information system or science. Okay. So definition means a geographic information is a computer based tool for computer capturing, storing, checking, analyzing and displaying data which are spatially referenced to the earth. So what is the definition here? First, what should you do? Capturing the data. Data you should capture from the satellite or field survey. Then what should you do? System. You can go to the system, means storing. First you can go to the computer. This data is stored in the computer. First you capture the data by field survey or satellite data. You can store in this, storing this computer. Then checking that computer, some processing going on for checking corrections, some image corrections, rectifications, if you have any errors in the data. Then after processing we will get the analyzing, these two, checking and analyzing. Then display the data is the information. Displaying the data is the information based on displaying the data which are spatially referenced of the earth. What is a spatial referenced? Spatial means space, some area. So geographical area means latitudes, longitudes at particular which tree present in particular area. Exact location we will identify based on the GIS software. So a powerful set of tools for collecting, storing, retrieving, will transforming and displaying spatial data from the real world. So further classes we will detail learning about the spatial data and non-spatial data. Okay, this is the GIS. GIS always capturing, storing and analyzing and finally displaying data. So this is the main process is going on GIS. So GIS, Geographic Information System, it is a set of tools for collecting it has so many tools for collecting and storing, manipulating, retrieving, transforming and display of spatial data from the real world. So very well GIS is already explained storing, retrieving, manipulating, analyze, output, graphically referenced data. Geospatial data in order to support decision making for planning and management of land use. So it's a planning and management of land use, natural resources environment. For example, you see this is the first GIS software. This is input, first storing, then retrieving, then manipulating and analyzing. These are all processes going on. So then after that we will get results. After these results only, from these results only we can easily find out the land use map and environment map, urban facilities and different types of map we can easily find out from this process by using GIS software. In this software consists of these all this process going on. That's why it is defined as input and storage, retrieving, manipulating, analysis. The purpose of an information system is to turn raw data into useful information that can be used decision making in an algorithm organization. So, what is the purpose of information system? Geoinformation system. What is the purpose of geoinformation system? It is turn raw data into useful information. So, I already explained data converted to information. When the data converted to information, when the data bring from field survey or satellite data, then you can store it inside the system, and then the processing. After processing, that is converted to information. That is information useful for human being. So it is that information also decision making. You can easily making a decision from that information only. So it is useful for that after decision making, that so many applications, urban application, rural, urban transportation, land use, land cover, ocean, so remote sensing, so many applications also going on. So after decision making only we can select these type of classifications. Now see, for example, this is GS software. First, as a input, you should give, see here, input information system used. First, this is the input. What should you do? Input, processing, and output is the change. See, this is the processing and output, the change the raw data to useful information. So as a input you can give the data, then output you will get the information, useful information. That useful information for land use and urban facilities, transportation, environment, like that, nature resources, these are all useful for information to people. Then what is the history of GIS? So what is the history of GIS? The first scientist, Roger Tomlinson, in 1968, he published the scientific paper on a geographic information system for regional planning. So he is the father of GIS. So Roger Tomlinson drives the creation of Canada Geographic Information System in 1964. The first national GIS system, Land Use Natural Resource Inventory System, LUNRIS, New York 1967. Later, Minnesota Land Management System in 1969. Then ArcInfo, then the first major commercial GIS application is ArcInfo, introduction to 1981. ArcInfo, ArcGIS. We have two software. What is ArcInfo, another ArcGIS. So these are all the major commercial GIS softwares. What are the components of GIS? What are the components? Basically, it is a combination of all components. It is combined to form a GIS only. So one is hardware and methods and people and data and software. These are all very important to for GIS. These are the main components of GIS. So first one, hardware. So component of GIS, hardware. A GIS software runs on wide range of computer varying from centralized service to desktop computers. The hardware also comprises of storage, display input and output subsystems. So hardware consists of storage device and display output and input and output, some storage. It has some subsystems. So it acts as a centralized server. It acts as a it is a platform which software runs and data is a storage device. So next, software. The key software components for GIS are software tool for data entry, editing, maintenance of geographic information, and database management system DBMS, software related to analysis, manipulation and visualization, a graphical user interface for accessing the tools, and database management. Database management DBMS, it is a tool to store the editing and organize the data in database. It's one type of tool to editing and organize the data in database. It provides the several key features, allows the data to share by users, and software related analysis, manipulation, visualization. So software related analysis, for example, it is automatically analyzes the data, and visualization. After analysis, we will get so much information from that image. So a graphical user interface for accessing the tools. So it is used for running GIS operations, for example, ArcMap, ArcGIS, like that. What is the data? The digital map forms the basic data input for GIS. A GIS integrates the spatial data with other data resources for processing and analysis. It can even use a DBMS to manage spatial data. So it is the most important component of GIS. Data is the one of the very important component. Without data we could not do anything. So digital map and digital data, satellite data, these are all we are using for processing and analysis. And people, human resource in the form of engineers, specialists, scientists, policymakers and many other are indispensable for success of the GIS system. These people use GIS to evolve a decision support system and solve real-time problems. Means whose people work with GIS in variety of capacities, in variety of research, in variety of departments, such as users using GIS to make decision. So decision making is very important. The decision making is depend upon the senior scientists, policymakers and specialists. So those who are working with the GIS, persons only will take the decision, accurate decisions. Procedure. It include retrieval of data, input into the system, stored, managed, transformed, analyzed, and finally presented in a final output. A successful GIS operator according to well designed plan and processing. So this is the procedure. Procedure means input you are giving to the system. The data, first you should give the input. First you take the data from the satellite, just you can give the system, then it's storage, and then DBMS, data management system. So managed and transformed from transformed to data to information and analysis, finally presented final output. After we will get the results, then only we will give the presentation. A successful GIS operator means successful GIS operator means senior scientist according to well designed plan processing. After that only we can give the plans, and they are doing the processing, further processing. Okay. So what till now what we learned, first hardware, the component of GIS hardware, and software, data, people, procedure. These 5 are very important for GIS component. So again, this is the table. So here, if you see, this is the information system. Information systems use input processing and output to change raw data to useful information. Information system means it is the combination of people, hardware, software and communication devices. So this is the GIS total entire. So here software, it is used for running GIS operations. Example, commercial GIS software package are Rs&Gis and Rs&Gis and ArcMap. QGIS is the open source. Then communication devices also. Now hardware. Hardware is the platform in which the software is runs and data is stored. For example, you see, this is the hardware. It is recorded, the electronically recorded input as a geospatial data. So hardware is a electronic records, means a storage device. It is a data storage device like memory card. So input of source the file. Input source file, for example, if you take any geospatial data, you can give as a input. After processing means here recording of electronic data. So after processing we will get output. Output will come in input, you will get good results. In output you will get good results. Then output documentation. See, this is the documentation. Documentation means like map and photograph. So and output you will get index also. Index means in documentation in chapter 1 page number 1, so much of content also it will display in the tabular form. This is the output. So this is the entire process of GIS. GIS means information system, information system. Geographic information system is a combination of people, hardware, software and communication devices. People is nothing but a those are working with GIS, those are familiar with GIS in various research such as GIS to make they are making decision on the real world. And hardware and software. So software is so many commercial packages, Rs&Gis and ArcMap and open source QGIS, and this is software. Hardware is a storage device, electronic records. The input is geospatial data. You can give geospatial data. Then after processing, recording of electronic data, then we will get the output and the documentation index. Documentation is nothing but a like map and photograph. Index is a tabular form data. This is the entire process of GIS.